happens when you bring physical commodity traders in one room. So 10 days ago, last Friday, 10 days ago, we had our first physical event, our first meetup with the Shipping and Commodity Academy. And this is the learnings of this meetup that I'm going to discuss with you guys shortly. So if you are new to this YouTube channel, my name is Damien. I've been involved in physical commodity trading for more than 15 years. I think now I should say like 16, 17. I'm getting old. Anyway, and I'm also the founder of the Shipping and Commodity Academy. So if you are interested in whatever you are watching in this live, go on the Shipping and Commodity Academy and download our brochure, and you will be getting our email. So 10 days ago, we had our first meetup. So this is this physical event is called Neo Circle, and it was the number one. And I see that we even had Pedro. Pedro was there in Dubai. Pedro, are you still in Dubai or you're back in Brazil? So Pedro was with us in Dubai for the first event. So it's good to see you, man. So yeah, so that was our first physical event, and that was crazy. I mean, that was really, really good. And there's I'm going to make a YouTube video about it. But first, I wanted to speak with you guys for this live about what basically I learned from organizing this event and what I learned for the people there. So let's get started. So the event was in Dubai because we had people that was basically coming from all over the world. So we had people, two people flying from South America, and Pedro was flying from Brazil. So it's a long flight, man, to go to Dubai. 5 people flying from Europe, 2 flying from Asia, and 4 that was already in Dubai. So this is why I picked Dubai as a first location to do it. Probably the next one is going to be in Europe. I don't know where. Most probably in the south of Europe, or maybe East Europe. I don't know, man. I don't want to do it in Switzerland or in a very costly capital. Let's see. But anyway, so we did that in Dubai. So that was the people that was there for this event. You see, we were like a small group, but I think this is why it was so good actually. Basically, during the event, we had presentation and a breakup session where people could speak and basically network. So yeah, so that was basically the breakup session where we had coffee, croissant, and people could discuss. And then we also had presentation from people from the event. So here I put pictures from Mitchell. So I use Mitchell as an example because if you've seen all my videos, there is an interview on Mitchell on his business actually. So this is why I use Mitchell as an example, because I know that it's okay to disclose what he does. So basically, here Mitchell did a very interesting presentation about his date business, how he sources them, and basically what are the margin that he makes, and all the bottlenecks, all the issues that he needs to solve in order to make this trade possible. And I can tell you, man, that was not an easy one. So and then after a few presentations, breakup session at night, we went on to have a nice dinner on the beach in Dubai. All right, so that was a one-day event. Now, for the people that are interested, basically the Neo Circle event was only for the people from the community Neo-Pheonicia. But how to get in this community? It's basically you need to be like in the shipping community operator certificate, and basically 2 times a year we open the community, and this is people that want to to set up their own commodity trading firm or already have their own business. So why would people attend such event? It's basically to network with real SMEs operator. SMEs mean small and medium enterprise. So it's just like it's very difficult for people that run a small business, a niche commodity trading firm, to find people like them, basically. So and the problem that you have when you run a small business like this is definitely not the same as when you are an employee in one of the big firms. So this is why people want to be with other people like them and try to network, to make some deals together, and also so they can speak about their own bottleneck and how to solve them. So as for now, the feedback from the event was very, very good. So the only issue that I had is I should have done that earlier, but honestly, I was a bit scared to do it if I throw. I mean, I'm not an event guy. So if I throw an event and this is shit, I don't know, I wouldn't feel good about myself, but everyone loved it. Now next step is we are going to send feedback forms for all the participants to say what they liked, what they didn't like about the event. And then we try to make even better for the next one. So the fifth lesson from the first Neo Circle. So what we learned bringing traders together in real life. So basically here are 5 lessons, and then we can discuss them together. So there's one thing that I keep saying is that proximity is power. So the people you sit next to shape your next decade. So the people that are around you, that you speak with, they are going to shape who you are going to become. But there's also something that I didn't see before. That's like proximity creates momentum. So when you are next to someone that do stuff, then you want to do stuff. You know, it creates momentum. So being next to people that achieve shit, it also motivates you to achieve something. So online networks are weak until meet people, because our Neo-Pheonicia community was, before this first event, was only online and it's not the best. And I can tell you that you need to meet people physically in order to create the same type of bond. So in-person trust accelerate 10 times faster than online. So 1 hour, I would say 1 hour online, 1 hour in person is like 10 hours online for sure. So real conversation leads to real opportunity, because when you meet people, you can see what they think, the way they speak, and so on. You can trust them way more. And also, one handshake can replace months of Zoom calls for sure. So this is really what I've noticed is, even though with Neo-Pheonicia I try to make all the people in the same virtual room, it works. I mean, some people meet each other from this Neo-Pheonicia community and so on. But when you put the same type of people inside the same room, then it just explodes. The value that is created and so on. I mean, some people got out of this with already ongoing deals. So I mean, this is crazy. So the second point is like nobody steals SMEs trade flow. So again, SMEs, small and medium enterprise. So small and medium-sized businesses survive on relationship, not on secret. So this is why we had people like we had 3 presentations, and basically during those presentations, those business owners opened everything. They showed us how their margin, their issues, what is difficult with the trade, what makes their trade good, and so on. So they really were open book. And they did that not because they are fucking stupid. They did that because they knew that nobody in the room could just come and stall their trade flows. When you run an SME, everything is based on you. You know, it wouldn't be the same if you were working with like the big companies. For the big companies, I mean, everybody can steal each other trade flows because they all use the same weapon and they all have the same weapon at their disposition. When you run a SME, this is completely different, and everything relies on you. So you can basically be open about what you do because you know that nobody is going to steal your shit. So people think information is the most, but it's not. The mode is your trust, network, and execution speed. This is really 2 important things. And in niche industry, deals are personal. This is why they are defensible, right? So when you have a trade flow, it's very difficult to come and steal from you. So very important to understand that. Third lesson. So the room shapes the thinking. So who you talk to define what you think is possible. So, and this is why we had someone in the, I asked a friend of mine to come and present what he did. And I think he is like an incredible businessman. He did some crazy shit and he was extremely open about it. And you know, it's really opened everybody else like mine about what is possible in this world. And I think it's quite important to have like first-hand stories about people that did like the impossible. So you can see, all right, this guy doesn't seem like more clever than I, and he did that. So why wouldn't be able to do it? So in the right room, your ambition expand, and I think it's very, very important. You start thinking like an entrepreneur, because one thing when you run an SME, you are doing so much shit that maybe you are just caught in the day-to-day of the business and you don't see the big pictures. But when you have first-hand experience about someone that built something enormous, then you can also take a bit of one step about what you are doing and thinking also for your big pictures. The best feedbacks come from people building, not talking. And again, you want to be with around doers and not around talkers. Lesson number 4, execution beats everything. So ideas, plan, knowledge mean nothing without movement. So everybody talks about strategy, but actually few people execute. And I can tell you, like in this room, there are a lot of people that are extremely good at executing. So doing one idea from one idea to the execution, there's a very, very little time. So and one of them is like one of the kid. It's not a kid, but he's in the late 20s, and it's been 2 years that he's building his commodity trading firm. He now has like 5-ish employee. And basically, when we discuss about an issue that he has, and then when I speak with him again, like 4 weeks down the line, he's already did everything to solve these issues. He's already way beyond the point that when we discuss it and so on. So really, you can see that people that execute fast are the ones that are going to beat everyone, because speed is so important. The difference between dreamers and builders is the speed of action. Again, speed. You don't need the perfect plan, you just need the next step. And this is the same with this guy that I have in mind. I mean, he doesn't have the. He kind of have an idea. He kind of have an idea about where this company is going to go, but what he wants to know is the next step that he needs to do today. And the market reward people who move first and adjust later. Definitely. So you can strategize whatever you want. Or I think I'm going to do freaking critical metals because whatever Trump said. All right, you can speak about that, no problem. But if you don't do the first step, then you won't do nothing. Last point is the network is the product. So at first, so this is the Neo-Pheonicia inside our community. I had this idea of obviously you build a network of people online, and the network is a product that you sell. But I also saw that people were going to come to Neo-Pheonicia or our community to learn other things and so on. But this part actually is very, very little. What most people want is networking with other people that are of the same caliber. So value doesn't sit in what you sell, it sits in who you trust. And the network is a product, is also would be the same about you as a small business owner. Because our business is just a network of trust, monetized in a specific way. All right, when you are a niche commodity trader, a physical commodity trader, again, the reality of your business is building trust at scale. Okay, the more trust you can build with important people, the more deals you can do in the future. Whether it's wheat, sugar, whatever, like wood stuff, it's really all the same. It just you need to create a network of trust. Once you are there, then all the deals are easy, and then you can monetize that with whatever product. So the people you help win, the stronger your own position becomes. So when you help a lot your suppliers, your buyers, they have some issue, you come up with solution, you help them to do something, the more you help them win, the more you will you are building your position. Information capital opportunities now flow through network, not hierarchies. Used to be the case that in order to be in business, you need to have a lot of capital, you need to have a lot of things, a lot of people. Now it's not the case. It's more through network. It's not one guy at the top that can define what the guy at the bottom do. And the people around you are your competitive advantage. I guess, think of yourself as the network, and the bigger your network expand, network of trust, the more money you are going to make. So again, if you're interested about joining the next Neo Circle, this is basically what you should follow: Shipping Commodity Academy Operator Certificate, Neo-Pheonicia Community, and then Neo Circle event. I don't know yet when the next event is going to be or where, but I'm definitely going to make another one. Here is how you end up on the email list. Just download the brochure. And here we go. Let's start with the Q&A. But first, let's say hi to the people that are in the chat. I forgot to do that. Sorry, guys. So who do we have here? So we have Hussein. Hussein, hello. What do you say? Damien, can I ask you to make a detailed video tutorial on how to go from broker to full trader? I believe this will be one of your most popular courses. Yes, you're right. But you know what you're saying? People still want to believe that they can be successful as a broker. I had so many conversations like that. So as long as people didn't lost time, money, or whatever with trying to be a broker, they won't be ready to see the light. But the good idea. So Pedro was with us in Dubai 10 days ago. Hello, Nicolas. What is this? Is it a new account, Nicolas Sex or what? All right. Hello, Robert. How are you doing, man? Hello. Hello, Adrian. Hello. Thanks, Xavier, man. Hello. Good. Yes, who is there? Hello, Baba, man. How are you doing? Hello, man. Hello, Haj. Pedro. Yeah, back in Brazil. Went back on Sunday. All right, man. Well, I guess it was a long flight. I hope you are not completely destroyed with the time jet lag. Greeting from Cluj. Hello, Paul. How are you doing, man? All right. Let's start. So basically, everybody, if you have like any question, just drop your question in the chat, and then I will answer them. All right. Bim. So, salut Damien. I have the choice to study in Switzerland or Dubai for university. What are the universities in Switzerland that you recommend, or do you think UAE is viable long-term location? All right. So, good question. I think both are completely fine. I think, to be honest, the university in Switzerland, they are all kind of good, man. If you want to end up in a commodity trading firm, I would say the best one would be the how do you say in English? There's one in Saint-Gall for business school, and there's one in Lausanne. Saint-Gall is better. Saint-Gall, you will have to learn German. And otherwise, any of those engineering university, the APFZ and APFL, I don't know the English name of those two, but that would be the top 4 if you want to end up in commodity trading. But again, honestly, your degree will help, but it's not going to be the alpha and the omega. Commodity trading firm are moving away from rating people out their university. But I guess every fucking company in the world are starting to do that, because what the fuck do you learn there? Yes, and UAE, man, I don't know enough about university in the UAE, but I think UAE is a viable long-term location for sure. I was in Dubai last week. I stayed there like 10 days. I'm going to be back in Dubai a few days in November. So Dubai is really, this is really the place to be, man. Hello. All right, okay, guys, please ask your question. And I will answer a little bit more about this question. Is like, should I make a video about how to go from broker to full traders? So the thing is, as I said when I answered first, like, people want to believe that they can be brokers. They really want to believe in. I had like those conversations with me like 100 times. It's crazy, and I don't know why they want to believe they can make it happen, even though I explained to them this is not a viable course of action. You are going to waste your time. And most important is, maybe you are going to speak with proper counterparties, proper suppliers, proper buyers. But as you position yourself as a broker that doesn't know shit, doesn't really have any deals in their hand, you are just going to burn your relationship with them. So I think it's even worse, actually, that the time wasting is like you are going to burn a relationship. So yeah, that's really not the way to go. And I can tell you, man, even very senior traders, they have trouble to be a broker, because they say nobody wants to pay the commission. And now markets are quite transparent, to be honest. So why would anybody pay a commission for anything? Nicolas Maza, Saka is a real way to learn. Thanks, Nicolas. Hello. Yeah, so actually, Robert is one of those guys from Neo-Pheonicia. So, hi, Damien. The network inside your community of traders is really great. You can feel the energy and collaboration. I'm currently in Peru checking avocado opportunities for friend Nicolas. Man, that's good. That's good, man. I mean, you're in Peru. So, but what time is it in Peru? There is like 12-hour difference. So it must be early morning. So yeah, Robert, guy from Neo-Pheonicia. Fabrice. Hello, it will be a pleasure meeting you in Dubai in November. What is your advice to start in business of commodity? Yeah, man, Fabrice. Well, I don't want to be a dick, man, but I probably not have time to meet you. So, yes, what is your advice, man? Again, I have a video called 0 to 1. This is basically the course on how to find your anchor buyers and how to make your first deal. And then, if you are serious, then obviously, as a Shipping and Commodity Academy, you can start from there. A lot of people started with the academy, so and we had a lot of success, as you can see in the chat. Otherwise, there is like, okay, if you also, you need to read books, man, very important. So there is like, if you type on Google physical commodity trading, shipping and commodity academy, you should find a blog post on the shipping academy where we speak about like there is the top books that you need to learn to read. So this is what I would do. Thanks, Damien. I used to believe that being a broker is the only way to break into the commodity trader, especially if no capital up front, until I watched your videos and found that the truth. Thanks, man. Hopefully, you saw the light. You saw the light. No, but I mean, the problem is like, to be honest, it's way more, okay. It seems way more difficult to try to make a deal when you have no capital. When you need to do a back-to-back payment term, like asking 30% prepayment from your buyers, and then 30% prepayment for your then you can give 30% to your suppliers, and then rest against the document. Obviously, it seems way more difficult. But the thing is, brokers, it doesn't work. It's like it's over. We are in 2025, so it's the world is flat, man. So it's not like it used to be in the 80s, where then knowing people or knowing factories add value. Or how do you build trust? Is it by past event experience if I've not done a deal with them in the past previously? Yeah, so basically, man, this is a framework that basically I built. When trust is the 3 C's. Let's see if, look at my last videos with 7 lessons. I think I speak about that. There's a competency, credibility, and I'm listening. Competency, credibility, and the other one is consistency. Yeah, consistency. All right. If you can show that you're competent about what you're speaking about, you will build a bit of trust, even though you've never done a deal. If you're credible, credibility is like if you dealt with other people that they know, and they're like, oh, those are nice people. All right, you'll be a bit more credible and consistent. If you are consistent, if you say, oh, tomorrow I'll send you the specification, you send it tomorrow. If you're consistent in what you say and what you do, then people will feel more comfortable. But obviously, if you're not done a deal in the past, it's going to be harder, but that's basically the job, man. So, but watch the last video. I speak about this exactly issue. Hey, thanks again for the meeting. In this week, I had a chat with TradeFin. They offer. Let's read this again. In this week, I had. Because this week I had a chat with TradeFin. What is that, man? They offer augment my trade. What is your take on that, dude? What are you talking about, man? They want to. I mean, who are TradeFin, and what do you mean about augment your trade? Let's like, yeah, just be. I'll answer you. I just want to understand a bit more. I am, and it's a big time difference. Yeah, the TLT framework. So basically, the trust, likability, and timing. This is the 3 things that you need to have in order to close a deal. So the counterparty need to trust you. They need to like you, likable, and then they need to. The timing should be right. You can't force someone to buy something that they don't want. I mean, I know some people that can do that. You know, they are on that other level, but I'm not good enough. Or I can't do that, but other people can. But TLT, basically. Trust, likability, timing. Hey, Damien, how do you manage the time, especially if working with different time zone? I have the feeling my life became 24/7 and call center. Yes. So this is a big issue. So basically, all right. I structure a little bit differently my businesses and what I do. So then I don't become this call center. So I have like partners that do this job of being the call center. So then I don't have to do it, because I did that for 10 years and then it's tiring. And the other thing that I do is like I stopped. So for instance, I will not do any deals, or unless there's something like quite interesting, I wouldn't do any deal with the Americas, so North America, South America, and so on. And the reason is like it's 12-hour difference from where I am in Asia. It's too difficult. It's impossible to handle those time zones. So basically, then all right, I can't do it. So I'll do Asia, Europe, Africa, and that's pretty much it. And the only issue is time zone. I also dealt a lot when I was in Europe. We had a bunch of deals with Australia, because I used to deal with a milk powder, and Australia and New Zealand are two big exporter of milk powder. And man, it was also like 8-9 hours different. It was very difficult. It was very difficult. Yeah, and you want to speak with them. You know, they are in when you speak with the guy, he's in the way back home. He's like in his car, then he's at home. It's very difficult. When you have info, you always have to wait 24 hours to get the information. It's very tough. Nice one, Damien. What is the next Neo-Pheonicia event? I don't know. And this is a good question. I should know that, but I don't know, because each time I reopen Neo-Pheonicia, I do live onboarding. So this live call with the people, because I want to have people to have a minimum of knowledge before getting inside the community. And it takes a lot of my time. And I'm traveling too much right now. And this end of the year is crazy. So I don't know. Probably not end of this year, but I will try to. Maybe December. I don't know. Because right now, just to give you, in 2 days. So I'm back yesterday from Dubai, here in Malaysia. In 2 days, I need to fly for 1 day on a small part of Malaysia for one night. Next week, flying to Geneva, staying there in Geneva 4 days, then flying to Dubai for an event, staying there 3 days, then going back to Switzerland, then going back to to Malaysia. Here I have some travels that I'm postponing because it's too much, and then end of the year going back to Switzerland to have a Christmas with my family and so on. So a lot of travel. So I don't know. Totally agree. I'd appreciate if you also mentioned what kind of commodity to start with, smaller barrier to entry, require less capital. Yeah, but man, the thing is, you should start with like the commodity that you have a buyer from. So it's the whole idea is to have an anchor buyers, and this is someone that will help you to do your first deal. Basically, is going to say, all right, you're saying you want to start this import-export business. This is what I need. If you can give me the same price, the same payment term as the other one, I will do a trial with you. All right, and you don't focus on a commodity, you focus on a buyer. All right. So, hey, sorry, I have dyslexia. Man, I also have dyslexia. All right, trade finance. Okay, banks, they offer to augment my trade. They offer the warehousing, transportation, and verification of the port. Jude, it still doesn't make sense. What so your banks wants to offer you more money for your trade. So if this is the case, take it, man. But what do you mean? Like they would handle themselves the warehousing, transportation, verification of the port? Is this what you're saying? Anyways, Guy, how are you doing, man? Man, anyways, how are you doing, woman? What resources do you use to research commodity prices in different regions? Well, yeah, it's a very good question. It's very difficult to understand. No, it's not very difficult to understand, but often the answer is not satisfactory. So there is going to be the big commodities, like the one that are quoted on the big exchanges. There is going to be price data provider, like the big one are Platts, Argus, Vesper now is starting to be bigger, metals.com for everything metals. So there is a lot of basically publication to know the price of the commodities in different regions. But the problem is like they are, I mean, you need to pay for those. And they could be quite expensive. I think for instance, for Chrome, we bought what was the name of this one? Oh, some Chinese price indication, and actually it was one of the cheapest, and we paid like $5,000 for a year. So it could be quite expensive. So sometimes there is some specific website that will refer to one specific commodity and where you can find some pricing with a delay from the live pricing, but some delays. But yeah, there's no. Yeah. If you have like a commodity in mind, just tell me. Hello, Max. Quantum what, man? They are offering end-to-end support on the trade. What do you think about bank support end-to-end? Man, I've never heard about that, man. Usually the bank doesn't support you. I mean, they will finance the trade, but they are not the one executing the trade. So if this is what they want to do with you, yeah, why not, man? I don't know, man. It doesn't seem bad, man. Honestly, but you just need to make sure that they know what they are doing. They call it end-to-end support agreement. Yeah, man. Basically, it's trade finance from the. They call it end-to-end. Yeah, it's supply chain finance. They are not doing anything new. But man, if the question is what is the price, and if the price of the money is interesting, then do it for sure, man. What are some good strategy to find buyers and suppliers? The best one, I mean, okay, I have all videos about that. You can check on YouTube. But the best one is to go to conferences, event. So this is the best. I would say even better than that would be from your own network. But yeah, conferences, trade show, and then it's data aggregators like a company that I use is Vuji.com. And yes, thank you, Nicola. Vuji.com. And then basically what they do is like they aggregate data from port, and then you can see who is shipping what, and you can be sure that if there's a company named in those database, you know they are really shipping the product because they are on port information or bill of lading. So yes. Anime, what is the best data aggregator for scrap metal? Thank you in advance. For scrap metal, I don't think there is one that is the best, but on Vuji we find a lot. But also one problem with the scrap is people use different HS codes. So you need to know the other HS code that the people are putting in order to have a good view about what is going on. But on Vuji, there is like a lot of scrap. This is what we use actually. All right, yes. So I was a bit afraid that less people would come on the live because what I didn't know is that today Europe changed the time. So when I sent the email and I set the time of the stream, it was to be at 2:30 p.m. CET, European time. But turns out they changed the time to go to the winter time, and then so basically it ended up to be 1:30. So thanks a lot for all of you to be on the live call, and am I here next week? Yes, there is going to be another live next Sunday. Then, what am I going to be? Yeah, and then I'll be in Switzerland. So no. Can a single operator make consistent money trading commodities? Yes, definitely. This is not really a problem. I know people. I know one guy that makes more than 1 million in margin per year and is alone. So yeah, this is definitely possible. But I think it's I told him it's a bit stupid and he should hire people. But I mean, he's the one making the money, so the price from the bank no more than normal. I will use the backend, the bank backend to help me secure the deals. It's not good. This is why I was. Yeah, man. Man, if there is like a better explanation about what they actually do, like send it to me by email, and then I will have a look. But look, if they finance you at a normal rate, man, why not? Well, I mean, I don't see really what is the risk beside. How do you verify suppliers? You go there, you take your fat ass, you put it in your plane, and then you go verify the guy. Thanks again. Same to you, man. Will you save this video to be able to rewatch it? Yes. This is live. You can always watch it. I'm also okay. Hey, Damien, I'm working in trading tech and I want to transition into commodity trading based in London. Do you think Geneva is a better place to be? I think London is a very, very difficult place to be. everybody's fucking living in London. Right? It's crazy. It's crazy. So I think Switzerland is better than London, and I think Dubai is even better if you want to transition to another job. It's easier to do the transition in Dubai because there is less talent and less people. Dude, it means that you didn't download our brochure at the Schming Comedy Academy. Hey, Damien, I'm okay. I'm based in London. Your path seems similar. I'd really value your advice. Okay, man. No, man, you download the brochure on the Schming Community Academy. If you can't find my email, dude, it's on you. It's not on me. Yes, another thing, guys. I made for the Neo Circle, I made some goodies, some gift to give to the participant, and I still have some left. It's basically a T-shirt with Mark Rich on it. All right, do I have a T-shirt, man? You can't find this anywhere else. Man. Like a white T-shirt with like a Mark Rich. So I can tell you, if someone wear that, it's he's a degenerate deal makers. So I don't know what I'm going to do with. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have like 8 T-shirts left. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but yeah. So if you see someone wearing this T-shirt, then it's a true one. It's a true one. All right. Is there like any other questions? Otherwise, I will call it a night. It's been a long time. Still have a bit jet lag. Dubai is now 4 hours ahead of where we are. But yeah. All right, guys. So thanks a lot for your participation in this live. We'll have another live on Sunday. I don't know yet what the topic is going to be. I'll see. Right. Ciao.